Grand Rising. For some of you guys in different countries, good night. You're like, yeah, it's late for us. Well, yeah, the ones in the US though, Grand Rising, good day. We are here on YouTube at Tiory's World, on Twitch at It's Tiory, and on Kick at It's Tiory. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support to the channel. Hey, oh, let me do this so you guys know. You're like, yeah. This also helps me see your comments, putting it on the screen. And so this is just a segment I like to do where I dream of crazy experiences and I let you know about them. You're like, yeah. I saw a white girl get shot in this dream, and then I had another dream of my past life son, the Taurus. That one could be more personal for me to talk to. I could talk to him about that. You're like, yeah. I told him that if I ever get any dreams, I'll think about letting him know. And I already been getting them, so I have to let this nigga know something. I don't know what that one was significant. I feel like it had to do with his children, but we'll go deeper. We'll see. And then so we're gonna put here, okay. She read this nigga so got the cash up. Told him watch out for these hoes. Say stop that. Alright. Cause I will never sell my soul like that. And I really wanna know, no. That song is it here? You're like, yeah, there's so many like that too. Let's do this. There's so many other ones that are just hits, you know. It hits. I said, man, this it's like I could say all day long. People think I'm crazy because I could say all day long. I'm crazy. All this stuff I've been saying is crazy. All the things I've been talking about is crazy. You're like, it's crazy. You're crazy. You think Kendrick Lamar's your father? You psychotic bitch. Nah. Spirit laugh at that. Because Spirit said, it's a hit. You heard the song, Turn the TV Off. I said, yeah. And Spirit said, Kendrick's song, he told us. Like, we could say we're crazy all day long, right? Because with the Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius, we could say we're cuckoo. With the Cancer, Aries. But the whole time, he put it in the song. I said, yeah. My father told you guys. He said, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. He was talking about you. That was to me. That was to the Pisces. That was to the Aries. Virgo, Pisces. That was for you. He wants you to know that was to the Aquarius. That was to you, Aries. Who else did he talk? What the fuck else are he talking about? Did he have missing children in the fucking video with Whitney where they were talking shit about Drake? No, the children were. You got confirmation. I saw children. So you saw the children. They was talking Ace of Swords. I saw the children. They were in the video with Drake with the video about Drake with dun dun dun. Dun. They weren't missing because the Scorpio. I just want you to get confirmation that I'm not talking to myself. Okay. Okay. Somebody's listening. Okay. They didn't know you was listening, Father. So he's been listening. Your confirmation, he's been responding. Okay. I'll go with you. I'll go there with you, Tiory. And it became one of his best songs. It's one of his best hits. Turn the TV off. You're like, yeah, yes. It's one of his best songs. He was being honest. He being so real. And I said, you told him, none of my children, one shot, they disappearing. And I said, I'm just so happy he was honest about that because it's like little things be my confirmation. Even Drake. And Drake, his whole song he did about celibacy. Me now realizing Drake is a virgin. You're like, yeah. I never had a dream about Drake and any other woman. I could be honest about that. As far as me being concerned about him. See, there's certain guys I don't ever have to have problems with them and other women or other. You're like, yeah, I could tell when it's like they don't get out there like that. Spirit will show me if there's other women or other problems. That's how I know kind of too who's a virgin and who's not. If I don't see your children in the dreams, if I don't see, you could lie to me all day long and say this is my child in the physical, okay, like DDG. And no, good Capricorn. That's gonna be my story forever. Ace of Swords, DDG. That's gonna be my story the end of time, DDG. That nigga, that's not yours, baby. Right? It's little Nana and Thomas suits. And so we do laugh. It's like because I'll get confirmation in the dream, like spirit will show me if somebody isn't getting around like that. Like if somebody's not getting around, spirit will show me how they are, their character. I never seen Drake get around in my dreams or get down. Besides with me, you're like besides like I never had to fight a bitch or have competition or you're like yeah no. And it's like with other men too. And then so I get confirmation, like I know niggas could be virgins then because I don't gotta ever run into that in my dreams. As above, so below. So if a nigga's not, you're like, yeah, then I feel like niggas are waiting or being patient. I ain't gotta deal with that. And so it's nice. But I got confirmation. I'm getting more and more confirmation that I'm not crazy. And so let's get into this dream. It was about first before I had the dream when I was sleeping or trying to go to sleep because my stomach was hurting a little bit because I had to go to boo boo. You like a little boo boo, a little boo boo. So I had to go a little boo boo. Could decide you. Cause by Scorpio, we could talk about it. Libra, and so I had to go a little boo boo, and a little boo boo. And so my tummy hurt. I laid down. I said, Spirit, help me go to sleep because I hate when I can't go to sleep because I have to go to little boo boo. And so little boo boo didn't want to come out. Spirit had to help put me to sleep. And so I'm laying down trying to go to sleep. And Spirit, before I go to sleep, they talking to me in my ear. And they say Texas and ATL got taken out by the drug community. I heard a woman saying this stuff. It was a woman talking. And the first thing she said, well, I'm trying to lay down with a little boo-boo stomach, nigga. She gonna tell me Texas and the ATL got taken out by the drug community. Okay, that's the first thing I heard. Texas and the ATL got taken out by a drug community, and it was a female talking to me when she said this. She was telling me some shit. Okay, because Virgo, Ace of Swords, Pisces. Who is this woman talking to me? She said Texas and the ATL. It's very specific. They got taken out by the drug community. Okay, to the Aries. Who is this woman talking to me about this? She knew what she was talking about though. This one, you like, yeah, she knew. She wasn't unaware. This bitch. All right, what's her sun sign? She knew what the fuck going on in the world. She was a Libra. She was a Libra. This could be Chunky Mama. You're like, yeah. So Chunky Mama could have been connected to Texas and Atlanta because I know Chunky Mama was connected to Dandrin. That's right. So she could be connected to Chunky Mama with the daughter. She got a daughter named Mariah that passed away, that was robbed by the Aries. And then with Cross, I don't know. All these people, Patrick, people that's connected to India Love's family. You're like, yeah, and people that work with the industry, celebrities, artists. But I think that could have been her talking. She knew what she was talking about though. I'ma say could have been Chunky Mama. All right, nigga, the Libra. You like, yeah, Chunky Mama. That could have been you. So Chunky Mama, you could know about this. It's a Libra woman. She said Texas and ATL got taken out by the drug community. Okay, could decide you. Cancer. Okay, now, okay, somebody's scared. Why are you scared? Because Taurus, Pisces, Gemini. All right, somebody is scared, Spirit. Can we hold on there? They're like, no, we got to tell them the rest of the story, the rest of the dream. Okay. You don't have to be scared. Could we look in Aquarius? Somebody's scared they're going to get called out. Okay. Don't call my name. Don't say my name. Okay. All right. Ace of Swords. It's your name? I don't like that, Tiory. When you call my name. When you say my name. Okay. I'm not gonna talk mean. So in the so I scared I'm gonna say their name. Cause the Capricorn. I already could have said it, and they're like scared. Don't be scared. We need to figure this out. All right, don't be embarrassed. It's okay. But the dream was crazy because it was at a mom and pop shop. When I say a mom and pop shop, like a restaurant, it was a restaurant for sure. And when I say a mom and pop shop, I mean like this could have been a Waffle House, but it was owned, or like a chicken and waffle house or whatever. It could be a Waffle House, a chicken and waffle house. I don't give a fuck. It could be something like that, but it was owned by a private owner to where you're like, yeah, it wasn't a franchise, and so they could have their own rules at times. They could change their rules, change their prices to where things can be customized because they paid for the actual name, and they didn't pay for the actual they didn't pay to be a part of the business franchise. They just paid to have the name of the business so that they can profit off the business name. So they follow the basic standards, but they can add their own rules, change things. You're like, yeah, okay, prices, things like that. And so in this restaurant, it was like one of those type of restaurants. It was a small restaurant. It wasn't big. It was a mom and pops. You could tell it was privately owned. We have a lot of them in Tacoma. That's how I know like it was a mom and pop, because I've seen these type of shits before. You know what I'm saying? We got some out here. So I could tell that there wasn't a lot of people that would come here besides maybe the kids at the school, because it felt like was I a kid? It felt like I was a kid, but I could have been an adult. But I felt like a kid. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and it felt like a restaurant, a mom and pop restaurant where me and people would go after school. You could go there. There would be adults there too at times, and so it was nice. You're like, yeah, it was a spot for people in the community though, and it was nice. But when I pulled up to the spot, because that dream started with me pulling up. Like I had been walking there, and I was like, man, was I in school or something? What was my age experience? Was I a child in that dream, or was I an adult? This white girl got shot in that dream. I'm gonna tell you about it. You're like, yeah, by another girl, a girl of color that I had dreamed about. I dreamed about this girl, but I just didn't know why she was significant. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bitmoji her. She wear pigtails though, and I don't know if she an adult right now or a kid right now, but she liked to wear the pigtails. I dreamed of her when I was dreaming of Speed, like people connected to Speed, this Gemini white boy. And when I was dreaming of people connected to Speed and his sister, he got a little sister named Stephanie. I was dreaming of his sister and him, and I was dreaming of people that would know them. This girl, I dreamed of her around the time I was dreaming of Speed. So was I a kid? Yeah, something got to do with that. Speed, like, yeah, you on target. Cause the Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I felt like I was, nigga. You were a kid. I felt like I was, nigga. Cause the Leo. Okay. So I was walking there like it was like a place where you could go after school, because I felt like I had just left school or some shit. So I'm walking to the mom and pop shop, right? And there's other kids there too who I already had knew. That's why I knew we were kids, because I saw other kids there. We were teenagers, high schoolers, and I saw other kids there that I knew too, that were part of like a gang. I knew that these boys were gang members. You're like, yeah, I knew that. Everybody at the school would have knew that. They rep. So there was boys there that was already at the mom and pop shop when I was walking to it, and there was a white girl outside. That's very significant. The white girl, I'm gonna tell you the truth. She was too in the crowd where the niggas were. I wasn't even in the crowd where the niggas were. When I first walked up, I said, "What you guys doing?" Like I just peeped it, but then I went inside of the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah. Majority of people went inside the restaurant. The ones that was outside were the ones that was either trying to talk to people, trying to talk to the gang members, because the gang members didn't have no money for all the time to come eat. They would be there to fight, or they would be there to make money selling drugs. Nigga, I'm trying to make money, bitch. I ain't got money, right? So they was either there making money. You're like, yeah, they wasn't worried about spending their money for real. They would be worried about making money, or they would be worried about territorial shit, nigga trying to maintain their credibility by fighting and doing shit like that, checking niggas. You know, you're like, yeah. So that's why niggas was outside. But she was outside watching those niggas, talking to those niggas who was about to fight. It was a white girl. She the girl that got shot. And so I peep it. I see it all happening. And I was like, because I came with somebody too. I came with a couple of people from school. And I said, what are you guys doing? I just asked them what they're doing out there because I knew them. And they said, she was like, oh, they're about to fight. I was like, they really brought it over here. So niggas was waiting for other niggas to pull up from another school or another location or another somewhere else. It was niggas that they were waiting on to fight. And this bitch is out here waiting with them. The white bitch, you're like, yeah. So it get good. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, so they're about to fight? She's like, yeah, they're about to fight. And so now I'm like, okay, well, let me go inside. Because, you know, fights sometimes mean guns. So I said, let me take my ass in the shop. She stay outside. She got like some booty shorts on. Little white bitch, little thick white bitch. Booty shorts on. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah. She's standing outside where the window is. It's like I could see her through where my booth was at, where I went inside to go sit at. I had a booth. And I could see her through the booth, and I could see the niggas out there. I could see everything from the front, you know, like if you're in a Waffle House or some shit. So I'm at the booth watching this white girl. She just over here twisting her hair with her finger, got her, you know, her shoulder leaning on the window sill, like where I could see her on the window. And she just looked like she just getting flirted with, but still like trying to, you know, calm the niggas down. Like it's like a lot going on. And so she shouldn't have been out there. But she was flirting and trying to be cute. You're like, yeah, she was. Because she knew, nigga, there was action going on outside. So she stayed. And so all of a sudden, people on the inside of the restaurant are like talking about it, like, what's going on? What's going on? Da, 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 da. And they're talking about how people are about to fight. And then how people are on their way. Then other people's beef started happening. There was arguments going on all of a sudden inside of the shop. And now niggas are arguing in the restaurant because niggas are on their way. It was like shit going on in the shop now. So problems came inside. The white girl's still outside, okay? So are those niggas. It's other people in the shop arguing though in the restaurant. They're just fighting and shit. It was like a lot of arguments this day. And so I'm waiting. That's how you know something bad was gonna happen. So now I'm waiting. I'm waiting for people to get done because I came with people. I'm waiting for people to get done getting their food and stuff. I didn't plan on eating. I came because somebody else people I was with were eating there, and so I was waiting on them to get their food and shit at the booth. And they're up there talking to people. They're up there ordering, talking to people and shit. And I'm just watching this white girl like, what is about to go down? Because these niggas are out there mad, you feel me, these YNs. And so after they kept arguing. The arguing didn't stop inside of the shop. People are still mad because there's problems coming to the shop, so they're arguing in the shop. And all of a sudden I see a truck. It's like an SUV. It's like a little SUV. They pull up to the shop, right? You like, yeah, from the front. So I can see him because my eyes don't get off the front. I'm waiting for action to go on outside. So my eyes are watching the front of the shop from the window because I could see it. Everything from that damn booth I was sitting at. So I'm just looking glued at what they about to do. And I just know that, and the white bitch, she had on one of them little striped shirts. Her shirt was striped. You're like, yeah, like she had on stripe. It was a striped, colorful shirt. One of them colorful striped shirts. You're like, yeah, she had on a colorful striped shirt that was tight, booty shorts. It was an old school type of outfit. And then all of a sudden, the SUV pull up, and I just see the white girl. I see the SUV, and then I see the white girl. And the white girl said, "They're about to fight. They're about to fight." And then everybody look out too. They see the car pull up, and they see the niggas getting rowdy outside. The commotion got worse outside now because the people pulled up. The truck pulled up to get them up. I just see this white girl. They about to fight. They about to fight. Everybody's looking up, and the white girl gets shot. Pop, pop, pop. Right? And I just see her body, boop, 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 hit the fucking window sill that I was looking at her through. She just said they're about to get shot. But I just see her body hit the window sill. I didn't know who shot her at first. I just knew it was somebody who had to just have pulled up. So, because she had already been out there for too long. just freely chilling. You like, yeah, with niggas, you know what I'm saying? But now somebody here, they ain't like what they see. They ain't like what they saw. You feel me? Somebody like, bitch, you're not finna just be sitting out here with niggas. And it was a woman of color. It was a girl of color. It was another girl. It was just a girl of color. She was like caramel, light skin. She be wearing the pigtails. And she be flat ironing her hair. She be having these pigtails. Her pigtails don't go past her fucking ears, my nigga. Her pigtails is short as hell. They do not go past her ears. They're not like windy pigtails. You like, no. This bitch got Dora pigtails on my soul. And so that's the bitch who shot her. I know it is because she hit the niggas were still fighting. They started getting them up. I could see after she got popped, I look and see, oh, what the fuck? And I see niggas out there fighting. And her body's just nigga going down off the fucking sliding off the glass. It's sliding down the glass, bro, on the window. You're like, yeah. She just looking. Boom. You could just see her out, taken out. It was only like 2 shots. It only took like 2 shots. She's on the ground at this point. I could see the niggas fighting. The niggas wasn't scared of these whoever shot because the person who shot was a girl. I didn't know that. I'm thinking niggas are shooting. Everybody else is scared. They're running out the shop, right? They're running around like ragged. She don't shoot nobody else. I'm kind of scared, but I'm also like thinking that the shooter is in the car trying to run off now because I don't hear no more guns. But no, they're scared. People are running because their shooter is still outside. It was the girl. And so my response is after I see that the niggas are still fighting, the first thing I do is I'm like, okay, so these niggas is fighting outside still. I'm gonna just go hide under this table. I'm not gonna go outside because it looked like the commotion's happening outside. So I hid under one of the restaurant booth tables. You feel me? Just got under the table and waited. While I'm under the table though, everybody else is active. I end up being the last person in that restaurant, the Mom&Pop shop. Everybody else, they're active, my nigga. They're running out like roaches. You feel me? You're like, yeah, they're scared. They're not even getting busted at. Nobody's getting shot. It was just the white girl. But they're scared. Some gotta do it, fatal attraction and people who crazy in love. I don't give a some niggas like that. It was the white girl. She's the only one that got shot at the time. And so everybody running, but nobody else getting shot. Not even the niggas that was fighting. Nobody shot the niggas. You're like, it was the white girl. They wanted that girl. And so when I saw that's who got shot, I hid under, and I could see that everybody, like, I'm looking at feet going crazy. I'm under the table. Nobody else hid under the table. Everybody else left that bitch. They did not stay there for that. You're like, no. And so when I'm under the table, you can see the door is open. There's an open door that you can come inside. It's a side of the door. There's like 2 doors to this shop and then a back door for the employees. But I'm talking about for entryway. There was one door on one side, another door on the other side. And then there was windows in the middle. So these girls, the girl that shot this girl that I'm about to show you in a Bitmoji with the pigtails, she's the one with the pigtails. She had came and was walking with the gun. This is how I knew who she was and who shot her, because she had walked around that bitch. She didn't leave. That's why everybody was leaving, because she did not leave the property. She got out the car and was walking around with the gun. And she had a homegirl with her that was like taller. This girl was tall as hell. Another girl like that was her skin complexion. And that girl that was tall, that girl was holding on to a little boy, a nigga, somebody's son, nigga. I don't know if that was her son. I don't know if she had a son, nigga, or what. But there was a little boy. He couldn't have been no greater than 5 years old. He looked like a little 6-year-old, 5-year-old. You're like, yeah, he was a little boy of color, and she was walking around with the gun in her hand. I could see her because how far away that door was. I had to be careful because I'm looking from under the table. I could see more because how further out they were. The perception changed, so my view changed. So like when I look out now and I'm looking at that door, I could see her face, the bodies walking around, like people looking for more, people to kill, and she's over here walking around with this boy and this girl, and I'm like, why the fuck is this little ass boy here? And why is she just here holding a gun looking for more people? So I got scared. But she ended up leaving. She didn't kill me. You're like, no, she just scoped it out, saw if there was any other people there that she wanted to kill. And then her, the little boy, and her best friend, or her family, her sister, that little bitch she was with, the tall girl, they left. You're like, what the fuck? That's crazy, huh? Okay, hold on. But some gotta do with speed. And some gotta do with Mariah. Oh, that. What was that little girl's sunshine? That shot with the pigtails. I want her first. She was skinny. You're like, yeah, skinny girl had 2 pigtails in her hair, caramel, almost light skin. The pigtails were straight, flat ironed. Okay, they were not curly. They went down like Dora. Okay, she had no bangs. Dora has bangs. You're like, yeah, but this girl had no bangs. It looked like Dora's hairstyle. She looked a little hood. With the Leo, Taurus, Sagittarius. She looked a little hood, a little ghetto. With the Aries, you're like ghetto, Scorpio. She definitely looked ghetto, Scorpio. she definitely she definitely looked ghetto, Aries. Aries. Okay, wait, stop laughing. All right, so Scorpio and Aries laughed for a little bit. They make me laugh. All right, they're funny. Okay, wait. So, what's her sun sign? The shooter, the girl that came out in the SUV. Her sun sign. She shot the white girl. What's her sun sign? What's her sun sign? What would people have known her sun sign to be? So I'm not confused, Spirit. I don't want no confusion. I could always be wrong. Okay. You can test me. You can challenge me. I told you the government was going to shut down over a year ago. The government shut down on October 1st. I mean, it happens. The prophecies do come to pass. The timing could be a little off. You're like, it's the timing, bitch. You be too far. Bitch, you stupid. Cause the Sag, cause by Scorpio. But I told you it was gonna happen. Did it not happen? Cause the Aries, it happened. Sag, Pisces. I told you that. I said they're going to get shut. I was voting for it. Shut them down. So we show gratitude to Trump for doing that. We do for helping them see clearly. They ran out of time. With Taurus, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces. So yeah, that was all me. You're like, yeah, most of it, and people who helped me. I'm just saying, I definitely prophesized that coming into fruition and a lot more. I really hope Trump still doesn't have to die, Spirit. This month. You're like, yeah, somebody here trying to kill this nigga. What's her sun sign? The light skinned girl, Spirit. Yeah, somebody's trying to kill him this month. So I really hope he outlives that. I hope he can change his fate. Okay. What's her sun sign? The light skinned girl that was the shooter. What would people know her sun sign to be? She's a Leo. No, don't ask me, Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, she not gonna talk to you about it. Cause Sag, you know her. Yeah, cause the Scorpio, she don't want to talk to you, Scorpio. Cause the Leo, Aquarius. Scorpio, don't ask me no questions about me being a killer. You stupid Scorpio. So I feel like it's connected to Poppy. It's connected to Drake. All right, good. It's connected to Chucky Mama in Texas. It's connected to SZA. Because the Virgo, we do laugh, Scorpio. Okay, wait. So the Leo, she a Leo, she connected to Drake. All right. And the Gemini. Scorpio, Cancer, on the same page. Ace of Swords. And this girl, oh my gosh. What was the sun sign of the white girl? She was with a little boy out there. The little boy could have been her little fucking brother. That's what I'm saying. You're like, yeah, bro. Could Scorpio? Yes, my nigga. They were in school. They were high school little girls over here shooting bitches. What was the white bitch's zodiac sign that got shot? And I want to know why she shot the white bitch, Spirit. What was the white girl's sun sign? She died outside. She got shot by the Leo. What was the white girl's son's sign? She's stupid. She was a Sagittarius. Okay. Could an Aquarius. Yeah. Gemini. Why did she shoot this girl? The Sag, little white girl. The Saggy had blonde hair. He said the white girl did. Yeah, her hair was blonde. She was a blonde. What? At the time when she was in high school, you're like, yeah, her hair was blonde in high school. She was a natural blonde, or that was the color of her natural hair was blonde. Cause the Gemini, Scorpio. Somebody remember the Saggy? Cause Capricorn. She's a blonde. She died as a little girl. Okay, well, she was supposed to die. I saw it. You're like, yeah. Nigga, no ambulance came, no nothing. Nobody called for this bitch. Niggas ran. The coworkers ran. Nigga. The owner ran. Nigga. Everybody was out the Ace of Swords. Nigga, I ain't staying for that shit. Okay, wait. Okay. Stop. So, can we go into why you killed her, Leo? Okay. You're not trying to tell Poppy. I don't want to talk to you, Scorpio. Jay. I don't want to talk to you, Scorpio. She's in your family, Drake, with the Virgo. I know she is. Leo, Taurus, Aries. It's your fucking fake ass family. All right. I was being trafficked, Ace of Swords, once again. But this bitch been setting me up for I don't know how fucking long. You dumb fuck. All right. I don't know if it's the Leo with the Leo daughter, and this is the daughter. Cause I know the Leo mama. I don't know if because I know the Leo mama connected to Drake's family had a Leo daughter. You're like, yeah. I don't know if this is the Leo little girl, and I'm seeing her grow up. But I don't know. She's abusive too. She told me, my name's Gary Payton Tip. This bitch is dumb. That's the Leo. That's her. Yes, good as you That is the girl. That's the girl. My name's Gary Payton Tip. Something had to do with when we was talking about the hitman, the Pisces, Gary. This bitch had room to talk. Something had to do. She's the same little girl who hired Channing Tatum, a fake lover. This little white bitch. All of a sudden, Channing Tatum was in a relationship this last year. You're like, I remember. Remember he's going on a date. That girl came from a little Leo girl. She paid. Is this the girl? This is that same girl. That's my solution. She in Drake family. That's the same little girl. In a past life, she was my age. And I know she a kid today. You like, yeah, spirit show. She abusive. Her mama Leo, connected to Patrana. All right, this the Saji. Working with, connected to Patrana, this oil company or some shit, gas company or petroleum company, whatever this is that's supposed to help supply petroleum and shit. But whatever this is, this bitch, with Capricorn, she a part of my demise too. Virgo, Taurus, and I feel like that's the Leo that's connected her mom. I feel like her mom worked with Dario. You're like, yeah, her mom's Leo. Her mom must be the Leo that been setting up Dario from Italy. Kudo to Scorpio. It would have to be. It only makes sense. Some got to do with Jamal. But her mom will be the Leo woman that's been setting up Dario with the crazy with Gemini, working with Patrick with the Virgo. And Dario, he's the designer for Versace right now. He been getting set up he been training this Leo bitch with the Capricorn. That's your confirmation, Cancer. He been training this Leo bitch. And the Leo bitch he was training, she crazy. They bad for business. She got a daughter. That's a Leo. Cause the Leo. And this is her daughter. You know, yeah? And she bad as fuck. Yeah. Yes. And they're scared. And that's why Spirit was showing me her connected to Dario, because she worked with her mama, this Leo girl that shot the white Saji little girl. Her mama worked with Dario, and she was set up Dario. And I was just like, what? Yeah. They're all just meant to set us up. I don't know why they're like that. Dumb fuck. And so I know that they work with these guys. One of them named Jamal. You're like, yeah. That's it. That you figured it out. Okay. So I was trying to put the Aquarius. So that's the mama, Ace of Swords. Yeah, so the mama get taught or something by Dario, and she be sabotaging Dario, Vitali's work, and all type of shit out there in Italy. connected to Versace, doing the designing. And he be trying to teach her, she be sabotaging him. You like, yeah, abusing the fuck out of Dario. The daughter is a fucking killer in a fucking setup. This little girl was pissing me off connected to the hitman, and she was over here pissing me off connected to Channing Tatum. Over here, I was like, how is this little girl no Channing Tatum's people? Could do with the Versace. There's a lot of shit going on with the Leo, and so she did Libra. She was able to hire that. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. It's okay. I just wanted to understand how she had that much power. I seen it. You're like, this girl put up an SUV. Oh, who was the other little girl she was with? That was her support system. The little taller girl. She came with her while she shot the white girl. Who is the girl that was with the Leo? The Leo was in school, my nigga. Who was the girl that was with the Leo? A Cancer, little white bitch, or a little light skinned bitch. Excuse me, the little light skinned bitch. So she was holding on to the baby. The Cancer, you're like, yeah. Let me write this all down. Hold on. This is crazy. These is not no regular ass kids, my nigga. You're like, no, my nigga. I was just a kid not too long ago, nigga. Nigga, you feel me? All right, the killer was a Leo. The friend of the killer was a Cancer. This bitch. The white girl that died was a Sagittarius. She got the blonde hair. And then the Cancer, the little friend or the sister or the cousin of the Leo, you're like, yeah, that girl, she had black hair. You're like, yeah. Her and the Leo had black hair. You're like, yeah. Yeah. What was the little boy zodiac sign that the Cancer was holding in her hand? She was walking with that little boy. What was his zodiac sign? The little boy spirit. What was his zodiac sign? The little boy. What was his zodiac sign? He was a Taurus. The little boy was a Taurus. He was a Taurus. And Leo. And the boy was a Taurus. Okay. What was my zodiac sign in that past life? I was an Aquarius. Yes, I was dating Drake. That's right. When I was Aquarius, I was dating Drake. That's my confirmation. And when I was dating Drake as Aquarius, that's the only lifetime I could remember meeting his mom. She was the white girl. He had a mama. She was this white girl. And she was thick and she was hood. And you're like, yeah, it was connected to Columbia. Yes. It was a white woman though. And me and Drake went to school together. You're like, yeah, yes. And he was an artist, and she would take him everywhere. She had this little minivan. His mom, Drake's mom, and she was like a soccer mom, but not really because she was hood, you know. And she liked to be around the black people. You like, yeah, and she. And she liked to dress like them. It's funny because I saw a bitch like her at the end. I saw a bitch just like Drake Mama. I swear to God, I saw a bitch just like Drake Mama at the bar. And this type of bitch she is, the Drake Mama. The bitch at the bar remind me of Drake Mama in my dreams. It was like if Drake Mama was pulled out of my fucking dreams, my nigga. Like this could be Drake Mama, but I knew it wasn't Drake Mama because Drake Mama, she do it a little different, but this woman could, be a clone or something, a lookalike though, for sure. And so she do it a little different though. I know she got different energy. I know she's not even out here. I know her lifestyle. Cause Spirit showed me I would not run into her like that. You're like, yeah, but this bitch remind me of Drake Mama. And so she had came in the bar, a white woman, right? She was thicker, but you could tell, a little bit more surgery or working out would have went a long way. You're like, yeah, she needed more of the booty pop, you're like, yeah. And so she need the BBL. But other than that, she looked cute. You know what I'm saying? She had a nice little cute ass shape, right? A little thin white girl. And she had, I'm not gonna say her name though. I know her name, but I'm not gonna say her name, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't even want those problems. But I know she's connected to, but I know the way she dressed is like niggas, black moms, black bitches. And so she had on this outfit. It was like a jumpsuit, like a 2-piece jumpsuit that could have been Nike, or like, you're like, yeah, bitch came in there with, some shit I would rock today, nigga. It could have been polo. You're like, yeah, it was cute as hell or whatever it was, and it was all pink, right? It was a 2-piece. Had her little shoes, her little shoes on, whatever, her Jordans, her Nikes, and she looked cute. Her hair was done like a little ass high school girl, had her little high top ponytail, her baby hairs on the side, nigga, her little side bangs twirled, curled and shit, nigga, looking cute as hell, like a little, you know what I'm saying, like a kid still. And I was like, yeah, but she looked hood too with the outfit. Like, you don't see a lot of, you know what type of white girl that is. And then she had on a little, I don't know, her little Gucci purse, nigga, her little Coach purse, her little satchel. You're like, yeah, it was a satchel. You know what I'm saying? She always want to have her hands ready just in case she got to fight a black bitch, a white bitch, and da-da-da. So it's that type of white girl. And I was like, you cute as hell. Had her jewelry on, her big ass hoops. I'm like, you look like Dre's mama, bro. And I know them type of white girls from out here because there's a lot of them out in Washington. You're like, yeah, a lot. Them bitches. You see them bitches all the time, right? Somebody laughing. There's a lot of those type of white girls. Okay, wait. So she was one of those type. You're like, yeah, she likes to be around niggas. And I was around Drake at that time because I dated him. You're like, yeah. That was when he took my phone. He lied. He stole my phone. He stole my wallet. So I wouldn't spend money. And so I wouldn't call people because I lied to him about where I went one time. And that wasn't funny to him. He like, no. He would leave me. So he took my phone. He took my wallet. And it ended up making me have to always call and ask him. And he took my keys, my car keys. I had to always call and ask him for a ride. I had to always find a way to get a hold of these people because it was like he knew where I lived, but nobody really knew where I lived and shit, only him. So it was like I could only talk to him unless I was at school. And that was fucked up. And he was an Aries. You're like, yeah, that was his zodiac sign. So that's significant. Why did you kill that girl? What was the reason? Because Leo, because because of a nigga. You were fucking on one of them YNs because the Aries your Sag, your little nasty ass, Aquarius. Scorpio. So because you was fucking on one of them YNs, little Leo, is because of a nigga. Ace of Swords. You was fucking one of them niggas. That's why you only pulled up when the niggas pulled up to fight with the Aquarius, but you ain't pull up fighting, bitch. You pulled up shooting the white bitch. With the kiss by Scorpio. And I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. It's because you were fucking on this dude. You and somebody here could decide you. You liked him. And she did too. Could decide you. We both liked him. And that made you jealous. You got triggered. That changed your spirit to a Scorpio. It fucked up your head. It did, little baby. In the past life, you're like, yeah, bro, she went crazy over this nigga. But he was riding with her though. You're like, yeah. He rode with her. Decide you. What was his son sign? This a boy, and he's a gangbanger or something. You're like, yeah, he could be a part of the GD. I don't give a fuck. He could be he could be a great disciple. I don't give a fuck. He's definitely a part of something like that. And he's a bad boy. He look like a gang member though. You like, yeah. I could tell. I know gang energy. I know thug. And I know when you just a fighter, you just try to protect. I could tell. I know thugs, though. I know hood niggas. I know gangbanger energy. Like I know it. I dated it for too long. I know it. I had a baby by it. You're like, yeah, she knows. I know it. I know hood niggas. I could read him like the back of my hand. So he was definitely in a gang. or some shit, or he sold drugs. He was a part of some shit. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, I could tell. What was his son sign though that she was fucking with, that the Leo wanted to kill for her? It was that serious because the Sagi was fucking with him too. His sun sign, he's a Cancer. Oh, the Sagi wasn't fucking with him? No. You just shot this girl because the nigga was fighting and this bitch was outside supporting. Okay, so you shot the white girl because she was fucking with somebody. She was fucking with an op. The nigga, one of the niggas that your nigga was fighting. That's right. You were trying to fight with him. That's right. Why didn't you just beat her up then? Why did you have to kill her? Who's the Libra? Capricorn, Gemini. Why did you have to shoot her instead of fight? Why? I don't know. Ace of Swords. Spirit's like, why did you bring the gun? If you wanted to just, if you were trying to just, you don't have no beef with her. This girl never fucked with your nigga. She was fucking with the op, somebody who your nigga was trying to beat up. He did end up fighting, but you didn't come to fight. You started shooting this girl all because she was waiting outside with the niggas who were waiting to fight your nigga. That's right. Ace of Swords. With the Pisces. Leo. Spirit like, why didn't you just tap up with her? Why are you scary, little girl? And why do you own a gun? But moreover, Spirit was like, why don't you just beat her ass? Why don't you just tap up with the bitch? That was pussy. Spirit feel like that was pussy. That's right. With the Cancer. That was pussy, little Leo. Somebody didn't teach you right with the Leo. Because this girl wasn't worried about you. This bitch wasn't trying to fight. You're like, no. And you know that. She was watching it. She was watching her nigga fight. And so I feel like this girl, the Leo girl, is gonna try to do this shit again. Ace of Swords, Spirit showing me. She wants to she wants to fuck with this dude. She want to prove her loyalty to this man. The Cancer, this little boy, he's a YN. He's a gang member. Something got to do with that little Taurus. He could be connected to the Taurus little boy. If the Leo girl don't know that Taurus little boy, like if that's not in her family or something, it's in that Cancer's family. You're like, yeah, the boy that she would fuck with is a little Taurus boy. He's a brown skinned boy connected to a Cancer girl. I don't know if the Cancers are twins. I don't know if this is a Cancer girl. The Cancer girl she was with is twins with the Cancer boy. You're like, yeah, I don't know. Somebody could be twins. That could be his sister. You're like, yeah, I don't know. Spirit, no, I don't know. Right. So we don't know, Spirit. It could be anything. You're like, yeah, okay. So we do live. We don't know. And so we just, we just take what we have and run with it. But what I do know, because the Leo, that little girl, she gonna ride for this nigga again. The Spirit showing me it's gonna be an event coming again where he gonna want to fight somebody. All right, now it could be the same YN that he fought in the past life. It could be a different YN. You're like, yeah, because the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Ace of Swords, but he does want to get into another fight. He's been itching to fight. Now, him fighting is normal. That's not the problem. Game members fight all the time. YNs fight all the time. You like, yeah, they do? Somebody didn't know that. Scorpio, Capricorn. I feel like they still do. When I was in high school, they did. Like something is like, do you not remember high school, or was your high school days not like that? I don't know, but I know. I feel like the kids have not changed. The world has not changed. I feel like the same type of mindsets are lying in those schools today that was lying there 10 years ago when I was in school, my nigga. Like, I feel like you like your Spirit showing me. Ain't shit changed. Spirit like, you thought times changed? So, yeah, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, somebody is still gang banging. They are still fighting all the time after school. They are still trying to find locations to fight at, and then bitches and niggas pulling up with guns. They are still shooting up the schools. Somebody's like, they're still doing that? Yes. That's how it's not about what time we're living in. It's about, nigga, the schools being open or not. nigga, for us to live in the mindset to think about doing some shit like that. All you gotta do is put us in the atmosphere, the environment, and then the minds is psychology. It's always gonna be a repeated mental strategy. It's always gonna be repeated. What do you call it? Physical strategies. People are gonna do the same things. You know what I'm saying? Patterns based off the environment that they're put in. You're like understood the atmosphere that if it's the same type of atmosphere, you're gonna get the same results. I mean, you're like right. If it's the same environment, you're like right. You're gonna get the same auras, nigga. It's just in different bodies, bitch. Who with the Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, somebody's coming back. The same fucking auras, the same energies in different body. Oh my gosh. A new year, new body, the same energy. You're putting them in the same environment or the same atmosphere. You're gonna get the same results. It's like watching baddies. Natalie, every time Natalie Nunn put these bitches, it don't matter what group of bitches she get. Every time she put these bitches in that same environment, it get cracking. You're like, yeah, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. So somebody get it. It's a story. So it's like that. School is like that though. You know, there's different things that can lead people to just making those same mistakes or leading them to those same actions or those same thoughts because of the environment they're in. It's just where else does your mind go at this point? Fuck, I don't know. And so the rules make you think like that and all type of shit. It's like you think to take it to the restaurant, nigga. Let's take this fight somewhere else. We'll get suspended. Now you about to go to jail because you just thought you ain't gonna get caught for shooting somebody outside of school. It's crazy. It's crazy. So she's thinking about riding for this nigga, and it look like he gonna fight somebody in the future, and there's gonna be a girl around, and there's gonna be a gun in her possession. You're like, yes, Delia. Her mom, she is a designer or something. She's getting trained right now to design. She's getting trained. She got an opportunity to design with Dario. He worked with Versace. You're like, yes, it's a big opportunity for this bitch. While she's been abusing this nigga Dario and all type of shit. She got an opportunity though to get trained by him or work with him. And so we got to get them all out of here. You're like, yes, something has to change before it's too late. Somebody end up dead. You like, yeah. Cause she doing it for a nigga. She don't have no problems with nobody really. She be doing shit for other people. The Leo girl, you're like, yeah, she be doing shit for other people. Her mom, niggas, people, whatever. People she want in her life or she want to impress or she want to keep around. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah. So this is for a nigga. Usually when she would abuse me, it would be for her mom. It would be because her mom was abusing me. I know who her now. I know the Leo. It's the one in Drake's family with the Leo daughter. Like I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, what Leo bitch? That's how the Virgo being out here is significant. And so it's Virgo woman. I don't know, but you're like, yeah. The Cancer is connected to you, Kendrick. The Cancer boy. You're like, yeah, Kendrick. You know the Cancer boy connected to Whitney Alford. You're like, yeah, he's a little boy, Kendrick. He's the Cancer. Connected to Whitney Alford last year, all that. You're like, yeah, okay. That's the Cancer boy. You know him. Connected to Saji. You're like, okay. That's how I know it's all connected. Okay, hold on. But Cancer boy, yeah, he a gang member or something. Bat boy, bat boy. I don't know if they go to private school. You're like, yeah. What a shame. Is there anything else? I feel like, oh, and then I had a dream of my past life son, the Taurus. He was mad at me. You know, like, yeah. But something had to do with his children. Like, why you mad at me? What I did? Right. What was my zodiac sign when I was dreaming of the Taurus? The Taurus was an adult. You're like, yeah, like he was of age. He was an adult, and he was taking his children to school. So I was sitting in the back seat, and his oldest son was sitting in the front, and then his other boy was sitting in the back with me. He was taking him to school. He was mad. He wasn't having a good day. Was wrong, Taurus? Was it personal? Is he really mad at? Was he really mad at me? Or was it personal? Should I talk about it on here, or should I just talk to the Taurus? I'm gonna tell him anyway. Like, nigga, because that's a fresh dream. I could tell him about the fresh dreams. And be like nigga, you could talk about it. I'm not gonna say his name, just to respect him, because and myself, because I be around him. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so what was significant about that? Yeah, what was that? Who? Clarify. Connected to what? Aww. Some had to do. I feel like he needed more because he is a single dad. I feel like he needs more help. He needs more support. So I gotta expect him to just have triggers in the future, because some gotta do with him not being supported as a father. He's not getting support, and he's a real dad. He's a full-time dad. I know that much. I know he's the only one that does it for his kids, as far as like he has full custody. You're like, yeah, so he works hard, he does a lot, he's a single dad, so it's like, and he actually has his children full time. You're like, yeah, so I see the work he's putting in. Spirit sees it, and Spirit just wants me to be aware, like, he's not getting help as a father. Yeah. And yeah, that's sad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so he might get angry sometimes, or like just triggered. So it's just about him, his energy as a dad. Yeah, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. That's okay, Taurus. That's okay. I'm here. I'm not finna be no problem. I'll be okay. I just noticed it. I was trying to help him though. With the kids, you like, yeah, that's me trying to help. I could tell he wasn't. Yeah, I was trying. I'll be here to support you in whatever way. You're like, yeah, all right. This nigga, you stupid spirit. All right, this nigga. So yeah, I feel like everything I need to know. Is there anything else you want us to know? So it's all connected. Now it all trickles down. You're like, that's how it all connects. Well, yeah, for everything else at least, these kids are still kids. The girl, you ready to bitmoji her? Yeah, we can bitmoji the little girl. But I feel like you guys know who she is. Cause Drake, you're like, yeah, these people watch me. You think they don't watch me? And they do. You're like, yeah. They find time on their tours. They find time. And I'd be so grateful. I'm like, you see me? I find time, little bitch. Okay. So we do laugh. It's like they find time to see this bitch. Right? And they be scared. They be scared. You're like, yeah. So I'm grateful for me being able to like connect with them from near and far. To Sagi, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Because yeah, they don't always, you're like, yeah. get their heads out of the clouds. So when they do, we're grateful, spirit. When they come back to earth and they could see a bitch with only 5 views. No, this bitch is cute as hell, right? A thrill. Okay, wait. So spirit needs me to know I'm a smart girl. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. So something has to do with all that. And also just people needed to know that this is your confirmation we're being trafficked. One bitch connects to one nigga, connects to one bitch. Okay, Speed. Speed said that's the school. You used to go to that school. That's the Pisces man. Drake, that's your confirmation. You got that's your confirmation. Stevie, that's your confirmation. That Pisces man school, I used to go there in a past life. Connected to Speed, yeah, like yeah. Connected to all these other people, the Aries men that worked with Beyonce or something, or worked with Kendrick and all them. You're like, yeah. And not the one that's cockeyed or cross-eyed, excuse me. It's the one though. I knew it wasn't the same Aries. It's the one that is connected though to Cortez and Speedy. You're like, yeah, okay, wait, listen. And all that, and yeah, listen. That school with the Libra man and the Pisces man, Stevie. You're like, yeah, I went to that school. That's the same school. It's a high school. The Leo go there. You're like, yeah. Now if they're middle schoolers and they're that big, that's some big ass middle schoolers. They could be. I don't fucking know. But that school, the Leo go there today, Stevie. You're like, understood. That is what's significant. There's kids at that school, outside that school being trafficked, people, adults, but it's connected to the owners or the Pisces man. And he got money involved in that school. No, you're right. Okay, what is that? That's trafficking. Okay. What is the money tied to that school tied to? Human trafficking, stalking, preying on people's family, lovers, friends. I need to know more. Drugs. I need to know more. What is that? What is that? Okay. So go to that school. That's the school. It's that school. Like they be hacking accounts at that school, robbing people. It's the adults doing rituals and all type of. What is that? It's celebrity schools or schools of the fame or schools of the. You're like, no, I used to go there as an Aquarius with Drake in a past fucking life. My dad was on the run. He was an Aries, not the cross-eyed, not the one we just described. He's another one. He's heavy set. You're like, yeah, he's heavy set. I'm talking about with a big ass booty. Thomper. You're like, yeah. Okay? He runs schools. That's his shit. He's like a principal type of energy. You're like you're like, yeah, like he runs schools. That's my past life father, the Aries. He's older. He's not cross-eyed, but he's an old head and he does run schools. You know, like that's his shit. It's the schools. It's the schools. That's his shit. And he got schools in India, all over the world. And they work with unnatural disaster coordination teams connected to people like Caitlin McHugh, connected to people like Frank Oz, connected to people. Okay, no, I don't forget. Connected to all these different people like Thomas Soup. They work with these people to do unnatural disasters. They work with the Pisces man. Cortez, the one who runs the schools. And all of a sudden you're made to start over and forget. They go to different countries. Like I say, India's. You're like, right. They'll send children to different countries, go back and forth. We had dreams of Lola Brooks being trafficked and set the fuck up and then later on killed, connected to these type of people. But I said, what's going on? Because the music industry is involved, the schools are involved, the sports industry is involved, the film industry is involved, the medical industry is involved. And so when you got all these industries involved, it's only so much more like you can do. You can't do too much when you're up against all those entities and all those industries that are working together. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're working together to control the world. You have to know that these people don't. You're like, yeah, the natural disasters is what spirit wants you to really pay attention to. Okay, he wants me spirit want me to know that that's what's significant. Is like people being made to start over. Now, last year, we were able to stop a lot of unnatural disasters and unnatural forces because I worked really hard with you guys. You're like, yeah, the people who could do something about it. The people who could do something about it, they put a stop to shit. I worked hard with Hitman. I told you guys these bitches and niggas was in systems trying to change the fucking weather, trying to bring unnatural disasters. Spirit wants us to know they're doing it again. All right. This is their shit. It didn't work last year, so they're going to try to do it this year again. All right. It's connected to the weather control. No, shut up. Lying ass bitch, lying ass niggas. Spirit wants me to know that more people have gotten hired to do that job. So just be on the lookout for that. We're going to have more conversations. People have gotten hired and approved to move in different cities, states, countries to be a part of unnatural disasters so that they can fuck it up and leave. They do the magic. Wait, no. They're under false identities, false documents, lying about who they are and shit. Being an actor, little bitch, little nigga on the run, getting paid to live in a community near you so that they can cause an unnatural disaster. They're doing work. Fuck up the people's money, fuck up their livelihood before they do it. So you won't be ready for it when it happens. You'll die instantly. Okay? So that's what they're doing right now. They're getting ready to do that because we're going into the fall months. We're going into the winter months. They want an unnatural disaster. They want to kill you. You're like, what? Okay, you're not listening. You're not listening. Somebody just got hired. People have been moved to different locations where they've been able to have free rent because they're getting ready to kill you. Okay. You're like, what? Yeah. They've gotten their hair dyed. They've changed their looks. They've changed their style. Their outfits and wardrobes have changed. You would not be able to recognize bitch or nigga if you saw them. They've cut their hair. They've added hair. You're like, yeah, they look completely different. They've gotten sex changes. They look completely different. And so now they're coming out here with new identities. You're like, this is what they do. That's right. It's opportunity. All right? They're dumb as fuck. What is this spirit? Blackmail. The fuck? Somebody here really is spirit. Is delusional. So that's what they want us to focus on that. Make sure you're ready for unnatural disasters and make sure you're ready to get messages about them. Because I was prophesizing this shit a year ago. So now it looked like it's coming in. They're about to start doing it. It's about to hit. I saw that shit a year ago. I was having the dreams, the visions, the warning. Okay, anything else? There's something got to do with that. In the schools. You need to focus on the schools. You're like, yeah. Okay? Yeah. You need to focus on the hospital. All these fucking dumbass businesses, you need to focus on Kanye. All right? Kanye, you know about this because you helped us last year. You're like, yeah. Okay, you're going to be able to protect us again. You know these people. It's the same people. You're like, Kanye. They just hired new faces, but it's the same teams. You're like, same location. You're like, no, I remember. It's the same, just like last year. All right, so I see a lot of people having to die because they're fucking dumb for giving out this opportunity, for taking the opportunity. Somebody here won't be able to live to do this work. You're like, no, it's death. It's death. It's death. You can't do that. Trying to kill people. We're going to find out where they're located, where they're coming. We're going to find out where they're hitting us. We're going to find out what they're doing, what time of the year. You're like, yeah, we got to figure it all out. Who's hired? We're going to find out all their faces. We're going to find out all their names. We're going to Gemini, Ace of Swords, Ace of Spades, Scorpio. We're gonna find this bitch or nigga. 1 by 1, 2 by 2, twiddly diddly diddly do. And we're gonna turn tables on it. There's not gonna be no unnatural disaster. Spirit show me, those things don't have to occur. Somebody here is doing weather control. I said, Spirit, they get mad at me for telling the future. But this bitch, your niggas watching fucking newscasters, fucking weathermen, like they're not telling the future. Nigga, I'm like, how do they know what's about to happen with the weather? With an Aquarius, Ace of Swords. I mean, we gotta make it make sense. How did you know that in a week or so, nigga, it was gonna be 77 degrees with the Cancer? How did you know that in a day or so it was gonna be 65 degrees? How did you know in a month or so it was gonna be a? So I'll be trying. You're like, how did you know that? With the Leo, that's a great question. You're telling the future, newscasters. How did you know? Something here is like, how did you do that? Right. Is that your confirmation? Because the Gemini, somebody scared. Yo, I gotta go. That's your confirmation. They're controlling it because they're prophesizing it and they're predicting the weather. And then it happens. And it's like, you guys are so stupid. Like at first, you would think that. See, it's like you can't even fool me. You would think that like something here was like, that's such a coincidence, or isn't that cool? No, bitch. When you guys are judging me for telling the future, I'm doing nigga similar shit they're doing. The only thing that I'm doing that's different is not controlling it. They're forcing you to get that weather, bitch. They gotta tell you this is the weather and they gotta force it to happen. You dumb fuck. With the Aries, we just gotta wait on it to come to pass because we're controlling it. Exactly. Ace of Swords. We just gotta wait on it to come to pass because we're controlling it. We're controlling it. And that's the difference between me and you. I be having to wait on shit to come to pass because Spirit told me it. You be having to wait on shit to come to pass because you're controlling it. Right. Scorpio. That's how we different. We not the same. We not the same. All right. So you find out one of these motherfuckers play God. And it's not me. Because the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, they playing God. All in our face. Ace of Swords again. Spirit like that is playing God. To the Aquarius, Libra. So we laugh, ancestors. They like that is playing God, nigga. Low key, that is playing God, cause nigga, it is Spirit that is playing God, nigga. They play God all the time. Nigga try to blame me. You playing God? Nah, that's God playing. That playing God, playing with God, nigga. Cause Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces. So it is God play. Somebody play God, and so that's how they do it. They actually have to. They have the power to change it. I didn't have the power to change anything. All I do is talk. I'm doing this shit from my room, waiting on things to happen. I don't have the power. I can just see, but I'm not finna manipulate nothing because I know I can't control that. I have no power dealing with all these big ass entities. I just said that. A lot of people don't, so we have to work together. We gotta outsmart them. But these people, they know that, so their mindset is like, how do we make her look like she's wrong and make us look like we're right, but we're doing the same thing she's doing. We're just actually controlling the outcome so that we can be right. She's not doing that. No. You're playing God for sure. That's how you play God. Government. With the Aries. Scorpio. Leo. All right, so you get confirmation. That's why we got to put a stop to it. We got to stop it. And so don't forget the ones I already told you about last year that I feel like they're going to try to still do those unnatural disasters. There's I saw in the West Coast heavy shit hit in the West Coast, Midwest, North, and parts of like the southern border, like Mexico and shit. Parts of the South, I mean, at least the South, like Mexico. And so I saw tornadoes, shit like tornadoes. You're like, yeah, tornadoes, my nigga. I saw shit like the water, what's it called? Hurricane. You're like, yeah, I saw shit like hurricanes. I saw shit like tornadoes. And nigga, that shit like the Wizard of Oz. You don't want to be there for it, nigga. You don't want to have your head around it all when that happens. You don't want to see it, nigga. With Aquarius, you want to duck and run, hide. Okay, it look like the Wizard of Oz. You're like, yeah. So I saw Wizard of Oz type shit, tornadoes, hurricanes, shit with water, and I ain't see no fires. You're like, no, just shit with water and shit with tornadoes, and that's very significant. But you know, it's crazy. The tornadoes look like they did have water in them. Like it looked like spinning fucking water, like spinning water, or like spinning hell. You know how when tornadoes be spinning, you see shit spinning around with it. It looked like if it was in Washington, nigga. If there was a tornado in Washington, it looked like Washington tornado mixed with some rain or something, nigga. Like Washington rain all the time in this season. You're like, yeah. So imagine us having a tornado with rain, nigga. You're like, yeah, that shit, yeah, with hell, nigga. Cutting you up, nigga, when the tornado hits you, nigga, you're getting sliced up by the hail and shit, nigga. I'm telling you, you get slapped up by the water. So I said, Spirit, that could be the case. Spirit said, we're going to stop it from happening. You guys got us fucked up. All right, with the Aries, your Sag. I need Kanye for that. You're like, yeah, leave. Yeah, this nigga. That's his favorite. That's his favorite. You're like, yeah. Somebody's gonna be mad. Somebody like, why aren't you talking to me no more? Why can't I come around you no more? With an Aquarius, catch by Scorpio. Because we find out that's how it's all connected. So they have to kill us because we just have too much knowledge at this point. We know too much. They don't like that. The more you know, the more you can control things or your own life or your own world or your own destiny. Because with the Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, they don't want you to know something here. So they have to start you over. This is why they're turning the tables on us, because you have too much knowledge that's causing you to outsmart them. You know about people who are faking their deaths. Now, is the Saji alive right now, or is she dead right now to the world? Like, is she here? Because I want to know who is really significant out of all that. None of them were significant. It was just the Tauruses. Spirit don't care what happened to none of them. You're like, yeah. Oh, that is so sad, Spirit. Cool with the Leo. I don't care. Scorpio. Spirit feel like niggas need to learn their lessons. I don't care if they go to jail. Damn, Spirit, Ace of Swords. I don't care if they die. I don't care what happened to them. None of them. So you only care about Tauruses. I only care about the Taurus. And Spirit only worried about Tauruses. And the Aries. The Aries. What Aries? Well, that's all they're worried about connected to those dreams is Aries and Tauruses. And they're only worried about, who is this connected to? Yeah, these are all people that's not connected to the Aries. They connect to the dream. They weren't in it. You're like, no. But they know these people. Yeah, I'm worried about the Aries. Why are you worried about an Aries? Is it a masculine or a female? It's a man. Okay. Why are you worried about him? Because the Aries is connected to an opportunity going around, connected to a lot of men. It involves men. Kudo with the Saggy, Pisces, Capricorn. And the Aries work in the industry. Hold on. It's about men. Yeah. He's hiring men, or he hired men in the past to do a job. What's this job? Could the Scorpio? What are they supposed to be doing for him? Yeah, he hired them though. Oh, they're supposed to transport him or drive him places, or is connected to him traveling or help him with tours or something. Like it's connected to travels or driving or trips or something. Yeah, he doesn't talk to them though. Nah, I just pay them. So you don't talk to these people, Aries. You just pay these people to drive you around or to transport you or to, yeah, okay. So these aren't people you talk. These are not your friends, and then these are people you just pay to drive you around or for traveling purposes. They pay for you, or you pay them for your tours if you go on tours, if you go on trips, if you need to just drive around the world. I don't know. So you pay for these niggas to travel, to drive you around, transport you places. You're like, yeah, okay. Why is that significant? But you don't talk to these niggas. I don't really know them. Okay. Somebody could be a little African. You don't give a fuck. All right. Could beside you. You don't get fat. You don't get fat. Nigga don't know how to speak that English. None of that. You don't get fat. You don't get fat. I wait. So stop laughing at me. I wait. So why is that significant? Because spirit's trying to warn you of something that's about to happen. What is that? It's like a unexpected situation that you're not expecting, connected to these people. What is that? What's about to happen? What's the tower? It's a warning though. A robbery? They're gonna rob you? What the fuck? Because an Aquarius? Capricorn? Virgo. What the fuck? These men? Yes, these men. They gonna rob me. Shut the fuck up. You don't know these, they your drivers? Hold on. Because the Taurus? Leo. Okay, wait, Aries. Okay. You're the Gemini. Yeah, we're on the same page. Okay, yeah. So you hired these men. You don't know them. They're your transportation. But the money you're giving them is not enough, nigga. They're about to rob you or rob your shit, or if you have them move shit around for you, whatever this is, shipping shit, import, export. I don't give a fuck. These niggas about to rob you, Aries. You're like, yeah. Cause Scorpio, it's about to be a loss. It's unexpected. I see you sitting, waiting to communicate with these niggas, and then they ghost you. They're in another state at this point, or the country, and they took all your shit, or they robbed you, or they left with you. It's like they went with you somewhere, then they left, they didn't come back. You were waiting for them to call. You're gonna be waiting for them to call you back or contact you back, or and they're never gonna hit you back. They robbed you. To the Sagi, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. What the fuck? I think you got set up by an Aquarius or something. I don't know, Aries. Something here backfired. Who? Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Spirit trying to protect you. Who who is a part of this that like who did this? Yeah, well you're gonna find that out, Aries. Yeah, in Aquarius. Yeah. I felt it in my heart. And a Capricorn. I felt it. You got nothing but actors, Aries. You're as actors. Yeah. Good to Leo. I felt it. So that's the prophecy. It hasn't happened, or something like that. It's getting ready to. Or something. You get confirmation. You're like, yeah. If it hasn't happened yet, it will. This is what's coming in. What about the tourists? So you need to protect. Spirit feel like you should fire them niggas. You should find a solution. But Spirit feel like them niggas are liars, and they're hired already. They got another boss, and it's not yet. Right? Cause Leo, leave it. I got different boss. It's not yet. Alright, so we do that. Somebody here childish as hell. Good Scorpio. Yeah. Okay. So wait, we're done. What about the Taurus? Are you talking about the little boy, the Taurus, or my past life son, the Taurus? Which one? Little boy Taurus, or my past life son Taurus? Yeah. Which one? Because there was two Tauruses I dreamed of. One was the little boy that was around when the white girl got shot, and then the other one was my past life son Taurus. Which Taurus you talking about? It's the little boy. Is it an adult? It's an adult. Okay, so they only care about that. They only care about my past life son, in the Aries, protecting them. Everybody else, they feel like it's okay. Yeah. Y'all fine. Okay. They don't care what happens. If they don't feel like you're okay, they just don't care. They want you to self-destruct. Somebody here's ready for it. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Right. Spirit. So I realized like I definitely have like a slight bit of autism. Like somebody here loves that. Like I be having little autistic ways about me. I don't know if they put some shit in my food. I don't know. But it's like certain things about me just give me like this autistic energy. You're like, yeah, it's like a little bit slight. I be loving it because it's these people be weak, right? It's like somebody know it. I feel like it's cute. You're like, yeah, it's so natural. I'm like, if probably something they put in my food, it be making me freak the fuck out, and I be getting slightly autistic on a motherfucker. They're like, what the fuck? This bitch just turned into a whole savant. Yeah, you're like, so somebody can't stand it. They start talking shit about me, and people be like, no, she really, it's just because she's really smart. She's really in her own world. Don't be like that. You're like, yeah. So it comes out when I'm around people. It gets awkward because like I can see it and I can hear it. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's my autistic side. It's coming out. It's coming out. They're like, yeah, somebody here loves it. They don't mind. I never had the classes. You're like, no. I'm weird as fuck, bro. It's crazy too because I've been working on my mathematics like a motherfucker. I'm trying to get in that stream university, so I've been working on my long division, my long multiplications. I've been working on my fractions and my decimal points and things like that. Working on different algebraic equations. You're like, yeah, I want to make sure I'm not a dummy no more. I need to be smart, especially if I want to have children. I got to remember how to do this shit. So I'll do some dumb shit like, all right, what's 4 divided by 1,000,000? And I'll do it on long division, and then I'll check my work, see if I'm right, and if the answer is not right, I'll go back and see what did I fuck up, right? They're like, yeah, I'll be mad as fuck, bro, and I'll start over, do another equation. I don't want to be wrong. So that's good. I feel like we got confirmation on everything. You're like, that's everything. That's all I need to know. That's everything. Is Trump still gonna die this month? Is the tourist? I'll talk to him later. But is Trump still? He's gonna be okay. I'll help him if he needs help. If that's what it is, Spirit. If you want me to help him more, I can help him. But is Trump still gonna die? That's my question. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to figure out if that's still in the works, Trump. I feel so bad. You're like, yeah. Is his destiny gonna change, or is he still going through that? Is that still happening? Ace of Swords. So it still is. Why? Who the Taurus? Saji. It's a warning. It's a double warning. Yeah. It's a message to the schools. If you guys killed Trump, oh my. Spirit feel like because Spirit don't want Trump to die. You're like, no. But they feel like if you kill this man, it's gonna backfire connected to schools and children. Spirit feel like he really protect the children. You like, yeah. Remember when everybody was saying Michael was a pedophile? Remember everybody had this stereotype on Michael, this negative connotation on Michael being a pedophile. Everybody said it, nigga. Michael a pedophile. Michael touching children. Michael be touching on the children, nigga. Michael spent millions, hundreds, thousands of dollars on a bitch or a nigga's family just for them to try to do a court case, nigga, saying that he touched on their kids, nigga. If it wasn't for Michael, you would have never got that home. If it wasn't for Michael, you would have never got that car. If it wasn't for Michael, this nigga gave you the world. You and your stank raggities. And all of a sudden, now he's a pedophile. Now we're talking that good shit about Michael. And now Michael got a court case, and now it look even more bad because he feels so bad just for you making him feel like that. This nigga gonna just pay you to shut the fuck up. I don't want to deal with this no more. I don't want to do it no more. That's right, Spirit. So he just shutted you up. You couldn't prove it. So he shut your ass up. I don't want to deal with this. We're not going there. This is embarrassing. I agree, Michael. And all of a sudden, I'm getting word later on in life, Spirit giving me dreams of Michael, Spirit giving me messages, Spirit showing me Michael was never a pedophile. He never was. That was a lie. Ever. He protected the children, and that's why they wanted him to be a pedophile. That's why they wanted to call him a pedophile, because he didn't like that they were touching on kids. He didn't like that they weren't protecting kids. And he didn't say too much about it. He was very private. He know that would have only kept making them angry. But when he had his private conversations, I know shit came up and came about connected to you guys trafficking these kids. And so he didn't like that. He was trying to be like a real, protector. And he chose his favorites. He had girls that he chose. He had guys that he chose. He always had little favorites. You're like, yeah, even with adults. He had his favorite adults too that he chose to protect. He had his favorites. And so he know though that these niggas was lying on his name and he just paid to shut him up. But at the end of the day, it remind me of some shit like Michael. That's what they're doing again. They're lying on people's names because people trying to help people. And Trump, he's trying to help the kids, the children. That's one thing about it. Two things for sure. He don't fuck with the schools. I haven't fucked with the schools since my daughter was 3 years old. Nigga, that was in 2019. I've been knowing about the schools needing to get shut down since 2019. That's when the schools became a problem because I experienced shit connected to the schools. And I couldn't make it the fuck up. They got mad at me. You're like, yep. Because I started homeschooling. And I didn't want to pay for homeschool. I felt like that was ridiculous. You should never have to pay to homeschool your own child. I take her here for free, and you tell me I gotta pay to teach her at home, but I could take her to you for free. It's publicly free here. No, we're not making sense. So Spirit said, nah, it's all connected. That's how they get you. They watch your kids through school. They observe them, they follow them through schools, through neighborhoods, through communities. I'm like, it's crazy. That's why you gotta protect your children through hospitals, through births at hospitals. We're always watching your kids. And we're aiming to set them up. And it's so sad. But he don't fuck with that. Donald Trump, you're like, yeah, and so it's sad. Spirit don't want him to die, is what I'm trying to say. They do not. They were trying to protect him. They warned him just so that he could be protected. That somebody's trying to kill him. But if they lose Donald Trump, this is what I'm saying. If we lose Donald Trump, we lose we lose support with those schools. You're like, yeah, with the children. And Spirit feel like because they don't trust nobody else when it comes down to that right now. That's in government right now. That's yeah. You're like, yeah. They don't trust the people with the children. They feel like they don't have a connection with the children. And damn near every dream I had with Donald Trump, almost all of them were involving children. And I think that is significant, Spirit. You're like, they always, you notice that, right? I do, Spirit. He's there for them kids. If nothing else, that nigga, he come out for them children. He do come out for them children. That's the one thing I'll say. Spirit fuck with that. They like, I don't know about everything else. I don't know about you stupid Spirit. Nigga, I don't know what you do on your Sunday, your fun day. As long as you ain't touching on the kids, we okay. Nigga, but if you just, you know what I'm saying, live your life, nigga, I don't give a fuck if you're beating on your wife, niggas. That's how Spirit feels. Spirit like, I ain't worried about all that. That's not their business because that's not that's not a part of your job. You know what I'm saying? Spirit, like, we worried about the job at hand. It's connected to you protecting kids. Are you doing that? Okay. And if you're not, that's a problem. He's doing that. So they feel like he's not a problem. You're like, no, They feel like Trump is a solution. And that's why people are mad at this nigga, because he's solving problems. That's the difference. And it has to do with kids. Kids is future. The kids is future. And so people saying all this bad shit about him, but it's because he's really doing the right thing right now. They say the worst shit about you when you're doing the right shit. Am I not right? I had saw a video on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm actually watching Jimmy Kimmel. Now, granted, Trump don't like Jimmy, but fuck, at least he's saying facts, nigga. You know I'm nigga. You're like, right. I'm not biased, okay? Not in that sense. I'll choose a side when a bitch or a nigga show me they really fucking with me. Huh? But at the end of the day, when it comes down to truth, facts, nigga, I'm all for it. So we don't pick sides. We pick facts over everything. You're like, yeah, I pick facts. I don't pick sides. When it comes down to just facts and lies, nigga, we just pick the facts. We don't pick the lie. We don't pick the sides. You're like, I understand. And so I was picking facts, and this nigga had a video. Jimmy Kimmel, he had a video on his show about there was this video he showed in the courtroom. I'm like, they're saying this in the courtrooms, Trump, talking about this white man talking about they need to stop attacking pedophiles. What the fuck? Why, nigga? Where you're supposed to be a lawyer, nigga. You're supposed to be nigga, you're supposed to be, nigga, right, an attorney, nigga. You're supposed to be, nigga, right, a judge, nigga. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? And this is where we get the Charlie Kirk no abortion. This is where people say don't get abortions. That's not legal. But you're telling us that we shouldn't be attacking pedophiles. You feel me? This is the government that we have. That's why they had to get shut down. Because who says some shit like that on national fucking TV? And you're supposed to be a part of the working for the government. I'm confused. Stop attacking pedophiles. It was on Jimmy Kimmel's show, on his monologue. And I was just like, yeah, see, you know, it's like, you're like, yeah. So anyway, every time you do the right thing, they attack you more. You're like, yes. And so I know it's only backfiring right now. Like, he's solving the problem, so they're mad. I knew it. He was coming for them white people. Spirit showed me. Them dirty ass, dusty ass, stank, raggedy ass pedophile protectors, nigga. All them bitches and niggas. I don't know. Is he spirit? Is he? We can ask. Somebody want to know. Is he a part of the Weinstein files? You stupid. Kill the cancer. Somebody want to know. Aquarius, ask spirit. Is Trump? Is he a part of the Weinstein files? You stupid. Kill the Leo. So somebody want to know Trump. Kill the Gemini. And no. Aquarius, Scorpio. Cancer. Somebody does Trump. They want to know. They told me, I spirit. Go deeper on that. Ace of Swords. Is his name? Is his information? Is he in the Trump files or the Weinstein files or the Epstein files? You want to know about the files? I want to know. Is he on there, bitch? Okay, spirit. The people want to know. Is Trump a part of those files? The Epstein. You like, yeah, connected to the islands, the children. South Park. Okay, so we do live Trump. Okay, wait, that's just funny as hell. Is it true? Is it true? Are you a part of it, Trump? Or you're not a part of it? I want to know, spirit. Is he or no? Is his name on there? Is he in that bitch? Is he innocent? Show me if Trump innocent with that, or is he guilty? I'm not a part of that. He's not a part of his spirit? No, he's innocent. I don't believe it. Spirit showing he innocent. He's not a part of that. And there's proof. I can prove it, bitch. Good, Leo. Oh my gosh. Taurus, Saggy, Ace of Swords. He could prove it. I have proof I'm not a part of it. He's not a part of it. Could the Taurus. He's innocent. Why are they saying that, Trump? Could believe it. It's a lie. The government's lying on his name. Okay, wait. Could believe it. So Trump, wait, I do want to know. Could the Pisces? So why they say that about you? What they talking about? Why South Park making them? Why are they doing this? Okay, so why Trump? We do laugh because we want to know, where did this come from? You're like, what's the point? Why are they lying on your name? Because it has to do with the children. They don't want to help the children. They're mad about the children. They're mad that you're helping the children. So they're trying to make you, just like they do with Michael. It's the same thing. Could be doing with the Cancer. It's just like that. Scorpio. They got to make you a part of it when you're trying to help. Just like they try to do with Uncle P. Diddy. They couldn't prove he was doing anything like that with their dumb ass. What they could do, though, is prove that he was definitely flying Cassie out. You're like, and another little bitch. And they said it was prostitution. So we sent him love because now he's in jail. Your Uncle P. Diddy. Yeah. We sent him love and protection and peace. He's in prison now. He's being sentenced. I feel so bad. On his birthday or before his birthday or after his birthday or something. It's before. It's so sad. It's before his birthday. So we send you protection, Uncle P. Diddy, love, light, and we send you healing. You're like, yeah, I feel bad for him. So whatever that is, they could prove shit like that though. But if it comes down to facts, he's showing me. When we talk about receipt, I could prove, bitch, I'm not a part of it. That's what Trump is showing me. I was innocent. I'm not a part of that. And they're only mad because I'm trying to help the children. I was trying to do something about it. They're mad about that. So they want me to be a part of it. They want to put my name in it. That makes sense. So they can't prove it. He's not a part of the files. You're like, no. No. They won't be able to prove it. Just like they couldn't prove OJ was a part of the murder. I just couldn't prove it. I just couldn't prove it. Aw. That is sad. All right. Yeah, that's so sad, Spirit. You're like, yeah, that's what they do. They'll make you a part of it. Put your name in it. Well, You find a way out. You're like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like though that's why, yeah, that's why. It's because the children. He's not a part of it. It's really sad. You're like, yeah, I gotta go, you guys. It's early. Mm-hmm. I'm tired. I'm tired. I gotta go. I don't think there's nothing else. So it looks like people are gonna be leaving religion behind. Could be doing with the Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini. People are leaving behind religion, schools, anything that kind of seems like it's a part of tradition or society standards, society norms. Somebody doesn't want to be normal, okay? Aww. Somebody doesn't want to be a part of society, okay? Somebody doesn't want to be a part of the secret. Kudos to Cancer, Virgo, Aries, Aquarius. So somebody doesn't like it no more. They don't feel like it's doing anything for them. Kudos to Cancer. It looks like if it's a part of any sort of traditional conformities, I see people leaving them behind. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me where to go. I can figure it out on my own. People are walking by faith and not by um, other people. All right, get away from me. Wait, don't stand by me. Don't sit by me. Yeah, so walk by faith, not by me. To the Aries. Yeah. I know. All right. So now things are changing because somebody is having to walk by faith. They can't walk by you no more. Um, could the Scorpio? Cancer. It's funny to me. I do see that. It's like an energy though. Walk by faith. If you're gonna be homeschooling your children, walk by faith, not by me. All right. Like something here is like you gotta walk by faith at these times because I just feel like you're being led to other places and people can't really teach you about the direction of your life right now because I feel like they never been down the path that you're going down or the path that you're in. And so it's like, for example, I'm not finna teach you about shit if I don't have. That's why I don't look at myself really as a teacher. Like if I don't have a experience on something, I'm not gonna teach you about it or try to like tell you about it. No, no, no. But I'm gonna try to give you the best example just in case it resonates with your example. But you're not gonna hear me talk about it in my life if I didn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, I would have to tell you, okay, this is just an example. But if I went through it, you'll know I went through it. But usually it just be a lot of times examples. And when I go through shit, we talk and have real story time. But if I'm reading and doing shit like this work, I'm not trying to give you my life to match yours. I don't need you to resonate with me. So I just gotta give you real life scenarios and try to get you help you understand what I'm saying. But these other people, they try to teach you how to be like them. It's like, nah, I just give you the information. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be an individual. That's my goal, is to allow people to be who they are and people allow me to be who I am. I hate it when people don't allow me to be me. You like, yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is like when people don't accept individuality because I'm so free spirited and I accept when people are who they are. I don't got time to be arguing with you about who you are because as long as you real about it and I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying, figure you out or get messages of warning and shit like that, I respect it. You a real bitch, real nigga for being honest about who you are, living in your truth, walking it like you talk it. You like it. Good to leave. So I don't disregard that. Even if you don't like me, I'm still gonna look at you as a real bitch, real nigga if you're honest about who you are, what you think, how you feel, and you live in your truth. But these other people just be followers. So it look like for some of you, you were following things. You're like, yeah, you were because you were walking by people's side, or you allow people to walk by your side who were trying to always teach you though how to like live your life. I can't really explain it. You're like, they weren't trying to teach you how to better yourself energetically, spiritually. They weren't telling you about things that were going to happen or giving you knowledge or information. They were just trying to teach you how to be like them. You're like, yeah, nobody want to be like you, bro. Cook the Saji, Leo, Taurus. Nobody want to be like you, bitch. Nobody want to be like you, bro. And so I feel like you're done following certain people because you realize it's like they just want you to be like them. Nobody want to be like you though. And then it causes conflict or arguments or problems because somebody expects you to be like them or move like them or think like them. They can't accept you for who you are. You're like, yeah, it's so weird. You're like, yeah, all right. So that's what's backfiring. And I see people starting to find ways to like, it's like we all have our own different experiences, right? That's why I said, like, when I do this work, I have to be careful not to try to like put myself in people's shoes all the time because I haven't been through certain things yet. And it's like certain things I would never want to go through, you know? You're like, yeah. And then other things is like I haven't got to experience yet. So I just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe it has to do with timing, age, interference, whatever. Location, whatever. I just haven't gotten there yet. You're like, yeah. So I haven't had those experiences. But like with the ones I have had, I could talk about those. You're like, yeah. And so you're looking at your experiences because each person has been through different things. Not everybody's experienced the same things. So that means you don't all have the same pieces of knowledge. And you think about that after you cut off a commitment or like something here where you were allowing yourself to be taught by somebody and they didn't allow you to be an individual. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to allow somebody to be who they are. You can't be mad at people for being who they are. Being honest about it is like the best thing as well, especially when they're honest. You know, you're like, yeah, who could be mad about that? That's crazy. And so, um, it's like an energy of thinking about, okay, I've been through all this stuff, I've learned all these things, but it's like, now how do I create something out of it? How do I create something beautiful out of it, right? And you're trying to find ways to be creative. You're thinking, you're trying to use your past, your experiences, the knowledge that you gained or learned and you've obtained, but nothing really inspires you no more. You're like, no, no, you're lacking inspiration. You got a lot of knowledge, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. You're just sitting, and you're thinking, having a hard time though making choices. You're gonna overcome it. It'll get easier. You're like, yeah, Ace of Swords, but it's like you don't have the inspiration to do anything. You're not really inspired to do shit no more. So you got to find a solution for that. You got to see where your inspiration comes from. Everybody has different things that drive them. What drives you? I was on this dating site. You're like, yeah, for like wealthy people, and I was reading this one dude. He is a guy. I was reading this one dude's bio, and I really read it though. He wasn't even attractive, but I wanted to read the bio. I be looking at him, you know. You're like, yeah, if they're interesting, and so I read the bios because the first thing you said is everything. And he was talking about that, and he was saying how he was he was talking about how he really does value. He values like being able to. What he say? That shit was deep. That nigga was deep. He was wealthy too. It was some wealthy people shit. You're like, yeah, what did he say, Spirit? Shit. Oh my gosh. I want to get it word for word. I don't want to fuck up how he said it. Yeah, I do it. Him valuing the. Fuck it. Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah, I don't want to fuck it up. You're like, yeah, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't. But I know that when we have different experiences, we have to each like create things on our own time based off what we know at the time. So you can only do so much with what you have and what you know. But certain people, they're getting tired of creating. They're not inspired, even with all this knowledge, all this money, all this shit. Sometimes it's just nice to sit, and be grateful. Live in the roses or smell the roses. You're like, yeah, value what you already have, though. And stop trying to find ways to make more, make something better. Like, why don't you just value what you've already done or what you've already perfected? Live in it, sit in it. Yeah, because Scorpio. I feel like people don't do that. Spirit feel like that's what inspires you, is when you live in what you've already obtained and stop trying to always seek more. With an Aquarius, Pisces. But you gotta value what you already have. You know, so nobody take it away from you. You don't lose it. And Kuta Leo, Gemini. It's not money, it's connections, it's freedom. You gotta value those things. Freedom of mind, freedom of speech. If people take it away, you'll be like, what the fuck? I didn't know how valuable that was until I didn't have it no more. Kuta Leo. Taurus. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not finna take nothing for granted, and I'm gonna just value it all. You're like, yeah, because people be losing shit all the time. Money's not everything. You really do want to gain connections with people, but that's what's gonna backfire. Somebody feeling like you're going your own way, being an individual, freeing yourself from something here. Like, yeah. I'm tired. I must go back to sleep. I just woke up to tell you about that dream. I don't have nothing else to tell you. I have nothing else to say. And I'm mad because I forgot what the rich guy said, the wealthy on the dating app. But that's how I know I'm just tired. I'm super tired. You guys have a great night. A great day. Excuse me. See, yep, too tired. Have a great day. Bye.